Moses and the burning bush, a holy encounter in the wilderness. The desert was quiet, except for the occasional bleating of sheep and the crunch of sand beneath worn sandals. Moses, once a prince of Egypt but now a shepherd in Midian, led his flock through the rugged wilderness. The sun burned hot above, and the air shimmered with heat. Life here was simple, stripped of the grandeur of Pharaoh's palace and the heavy burdens of destiny. For 40 years, Moses had walked these barren hills, tending the sheep of Jethro, his father-in-law. He had grown accustomed to the silence, to the rhythm of ordinary days, and perhaps had begun to believe that this was his life now, hidden, forgotten, and unremarkable. The memories of Egypt lingered, but faintly, like a dream from another lifetime. And then it happened. As Moses guided the flock near Mount Horeb, the mountain of God, his eyes caught sight of something unusual, a bush ablaze with fire. Flames leapt upward, crackling, fierce and radiant, but the bush itself was not consumed. Its branches did not wither, its leaves did not crumble to ash. The fire burned with a strange and holy brilliance. Moses stopped. His heart quickened. "I will go over and see this strange sight," he said to himself. "Why the bush does not burn up." Step by cautious step, he drew nearer. And then, suddenly, a voice. "Moses, Moses." The desert air trembled with the sound. It was not the voice of man, nor echo of wind, but a voice that reached into the marrow of his soul. Moses froze, all gripping him. "Here I am," he replied, his voice barely above a whisper. "Do not come any closer," the voice commanded. "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground." Trembling, Moses bent down, removed his sandals, and pressed his face to the earth. He knew this was no ordinary fire. This was the presence of the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. The covenant-keeping God of his forefathers was here, in the wilderness, speaking to him. The voice continued, "I have surely seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard their cry because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them and to bring them up out of that land into a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey. So now, go. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt." The words thundered like a divine decree, but in Moses' heart, fear and doubt stirred. "Who am I, that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" he asked, his voice wavering. And God replied with a promise that would echo through history. "I will be with you." Still, Moses hesitated. "Suppose I go to the Israelites and say, 'The God of your fathers has sent me,' and they ask me, 'What is his name?' Then what shall I tell them?" And God spoke his eternal name. "I am who I am. Tell them, I am has sent me to you." The desert fell silent again, but the silence was no longer empty. It was filled with the weight of destiny. The bush still burned, unconsumed, a symbol of the God who is self-existent, eternal, and unchanging. The God who calls, equips, and sends. Moses stood barefoot, trembling, caught between his own weakness and God's unshakable command. The wilderness that once seemed barren had become holy ground, and the shepherd of Midian was now chosen to become the deliverer of Israel. From that day forward, the memory of the burning bush would never leave him. It was the moment his ordinary life was interrupted by the extraordinary presence of God. It was the moment the timid shepherd became the prophet of fire, destined to confront kings, part seas, and lead a nation into covenant with the Almighty. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more.